but then she's hired, if you can hire a house elf on at Hogwarts to work in the kitchens, because Dumbledore knows that, like, you know, something's going on, basically, but doesn't tell anybody, of course. So, like, she's there and is, like, would be the only person that could, like, understand and identify, like, this guy and what's going on. But, like, they don't discuss any of that.
I was about to say, I don't remember a lick of any of that in the movie.
Yeah, no, it just appears that, like, there was no elaboration on what happened. So what happened is, so, you know, okay, in the memory,
Yes.
they have the trial where, I don't remember any of their names, of course, but anyway, the trial where the headmaster of Durmstrang is like, Barty Crouch Jr. Like, he points him out in the crowd and he, like, jumps out and, like, tries to, like, you know, murder him and everything.
Yeah.
And like, so that happens in the books. But not that way. It doesn't happen that way. Like, what happens in the books is that 4 Death Eaters are brought to trial, and of one of them is Barty Crouch Jr.
Okay.
Like, so he's at the trial, like, being tried by his dad.
Okay.
And they're sent to Azkaban, right? Well, his mom is, like, failing health, basically. She convinces his dad to swap them because Dementors can't see. So their brilliant plan was to do a polyjuice potion swap in Azkaban. So the dying mom is brought in.
All right, then.
And the son drinks her hair and she drinks his hair, so that way they can come out and fool the guards, like the wizards that are there.
Okay.
But, like, the Death Eaters don't know or care. So the mom dies in Azkaban.
Okay.
And, like, whatever, because they don't care. And the son is brought out and, like, is living at home. Like, that's how he came out into the world. But that's not discussed at all.
I was
in
gonna
the
say,
movie.
I don't remember any of that.
No, I know. So my point is, like, so this guy, they're like, Barty Crouch Jr. He gets sent to Azkaban. How the heck did he get out?
Oh. Gracious.
Like,
yeah, I can see the frustration.
Like,
then I really stand by my earlier point that I was, like, fumbling through in that, like, yeah, I feel like it's people that were like, hey, there was a lot of crap missed in this book, like, missed in this movie. What the heck?
yeah, like, okay, cool. Like, we knew who it was because we read the books. Like, we're like, but, like, they didn't think. All the books on, like, the summer reading list, like, you would buy all of them. Like, we have.
Did you guys ever have the Scholastic Book Fair?
No, we didn't.
Oh man,
because
it would have killed at with you.
Did you ever read Island of the Blue Dolphins?
No.
Was not an easy transformation,
Did you read anything?
No.
so congratulations.
No, I didn't read anything. I was too busy.
How about Young Fu of the Upper Young Gatsby?
No,
Johnny Tremaine?
No. My parents, you don't want to know what my parents gave me? They gave me Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express and just said,
That's a good one.
I loved it. But they were just like, this is what you're going to read. So, like, that's where I was at. And then so the book, we definitely have different types of books.
Different types.
So one book that my dad, like, pretty much every book that I read, my dad was like, hey, you're going to read this? And I said, okay, sure. You know, I think I'm going to have to read the books again because I seriously, my love, I didn't remember like 90% of what she was.
What is she talking about?
Yeah, I was just like, I'm missing something. And then I just kept repeating that to myself, like, I'm missing something, I'm missing something. Oh my God.
Yeah. I really enjoyed reading the books, and I think I liked it so much because I was like the same age when they came out.
Yeah.
So it was like cool to be like, these are kids my age.
A lot of like World War II books, World War I books, and then he started giving me like, oh, I'll never forget it, but it was called Knife in the Dark, where it was like the someone actually documented like the first like commercially known use of like mercenaries.
Oh.
And that's where the I think they were Blackwater at the time, that turned into like 6 different like private security agencies, and how they're like operating and getting a ton of money for like fighting the Taliban and stuff or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it was about, but those are like the type of books that he gave me.
Oh.
Yeah.
You didn't read Where the Red Fern Grows?
I read that for school. That's the one where the dog dies, right?
Both dogs.
Yeah.
Oh. That one is a tearjerker.
It's probably for them, not.
Well, because we had to share it. We had to share the book. And like we had timers set on like when you had to trade the book off.
Oh shit.
Like we were in it. And it was made 10 times worse by the fact that we were moving at the time. So like we were moving from where I grew up. But we didn't have a place to move into yet. So we were like halfway housing it. Funny. In Harry Potter. Going back to that. Did you read the books?
I read what's the one after Goblet of Fire? Order of the Phoenix?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one with the blue cover.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the last one that I read Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2.
There's only one book.
Oh, okay. What's the one that's 2 parts?
There is. The movie is 2 parts.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I read, but I don't really remember Deathly Hallows. I'll say Order of the Phoenix for the sake of, and even that one I kind of don't really remember too well. Like I realistically.
Did you read Goblet of Fire?
I did read Goblet of Fire,
okay.
And honestly, I would say that's probably the last one that I actually read.
Okay. So in Goblet of Fire, they go to the Quidditch, right, World Cup.
Yes.
And Ron, so they go to the little shops before the game.
Yes.
And they buy souvenirs of some kind.
Yes.
And Ron buys a miniature enchanted Victor Crumb doll that walks around and scowls and jumps on a broom and stuff, and it's really funny, right? He buys basically
Yeah.
Anyway, and so that's because he's this is the best Quidditch player ever, huge big deal, right?
Yeah.
But Victor Crumb is the guy who comes to Hogwarts for Durmstrang, and he's the champion for them, and he asks Hermione to the
the Russian dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not. Yes. Okay, but yes. Anyway,
they painted him Russian. Yes, they made him Russian.
Wasn't Russian. Definitely made him that way. So anyway, they make
Your strength and honor are
a semi-triangle. They're trying to introduce that Ron and Hermione have undercurrent feelings, and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So, so after the ball happens, I can't remember what the context is of it, but in the book, it describes how Harry didn't was something didn't really understand, what had happened with Quidditch World and all that stuff, but he found a miniature arm wearing the oh man, I don't remember what country they're supposed to be from. Bulgaria?
Yeah.
Wearing that robe underneath Ron's bed, so he had ripped the arms off of the Victor Crumb doll or something after the Yule Ball or something like that. So just it's Ron's a sociopath. He's just Victor Crumb went with her back to the ball. Rips it to pieces. And Harry just finds the remnants of his doll.
Oh, great.
Obviously you can't put something that small into a movie of that magnitude. But just the point is more so that little nuggets that are sprinkled throughout those books. That's just you don't get.
The self-loathing enhances courageous as
And they're not even little nuggets, huge components of the book.
You must bring the tool.
massive components. So the whole part about like
Wonderfully done.
Mad-Eye
This is
Moody wasn't
finally
Mad-Eye
ready to
Moody,
love himself
you know?
and continue meeting everyone else.
Like he was enchanted
What did she do
Oh
with
yeah, that's right.
with
He-
the Polyjuice potion.
yes.
And it was really Barty Crouch Jr.
Oh, but
But,
she
like,
taught her son well.
There
He just learned at a very early age.
is like a huge like element
Come
missing
from
of like
anywhere,
how
at any time. Delivered.
everything like happened, like maybe, and like she also was like reading Harry Potter, so there's like 2 Harry Potter books like in circulation amongst like the 3 of us, and we're like all trying to read as far as we can and as fast as we can, and then like the one without the book is like trying to catch up, and like it's just like a complete hot mess.
Tell me you were reading in spite of your sister, so that way she wouldn't spoil it for you.
Series is like them like solving random mysteries basically, so it's like fun, like
Okay.
kids books. But anyway, but like I have so many books about horses, like it's not even funny. Like I have to buy a whole new library because we got horse books for days.
We got horse.
We've got horse books covered. like
That's awesome.
Like I have the Saddle Club, I have Pony Pals, I have the Thoroughbred series. Like I got it dialed in on the horse situation.
One of those books is about to kill it with somebody when they listen to this like months later, because I'm so behind in all the videos. So this is gonna be something in like March.
Yeah. But like one of my favorite things that we read, it was the Mrs. Piggle series, which is, I need to contact Thrift Books anyway and find out if I can get my money back for that book series, because I bought them. I have to buy a whole new library because we got horse books for days.
We got horse.
We've got horse books covered. like
That's awesome.
Like I have the Saddle Club, I have Pony Pals, I have the Thoroughbred series. Like I got it dialed in on the horse situation.
One of those books is about to kill it with somebody when they listen to this like months later, because I'm so behind in all the videos. So this is gonna be something in like March.
Yeah. But like one of my favorite things that we read, it was the Mrs. Piggle series, which is, I need to contact Thrift Books anyway and find out if I can get my money back for that book series, because I bought them for them because they're really funny. Did
And
you
you-
read Mrs. Piggle?
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Mrs. Piggle is all about kids that have like bad habits and their parents are at like their wits' end. So they send them to Mrs. Piggle and she has like the most ridiculous way of curing them. So one of them is the itsy bitsy teeny tiny eater. And it's a little boy and he just eats. He takes the smallest bites and eats like so unbelievably slowly. And like, so his parents are like, what do we do? And she's like, oh, I have a perfect solution. You should feed him on these plates, like over the course of 5 days. And like each day the plates get like smaller and the silverware gets smaller. And like at the end of it, he's like eating like a doll, like on a doll size, like little like teacup holds like a thimble, it's like a thimble or something. And like he's so weak that he has to like drag himself to the table because he hasn't eaten in 5 days. So then at the end of the day, they're like, what do we do? He's so weak. And she's like, all right, so now in one sitting, you need to feed him from like this day all the way back up through, like fill the plates up and like have him eat.
Yeah.
So he does that and like he like is like, oh, I feel better. Like I feel like I have energy again. Like so basically at the end he's like eating like a human again, and it's just like I feel great.
And I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I eat a cube of cheese.
Yes. The best part about the whole thing was after getting to the bottom and we're like, oh boy, now we gotta go up. The woman with no legs comes running down with her training, whatever.
It's just like good time. Like what?
And we were like, oh, there is a double amputee running down the Grand Canyon.
Lighting us up right now.
It's completely misconstrued of like how the whole thing even happened. Like in the movie, at the Quidditch World Cup, he's just like walking around like a free man, like casting like spells into the sky, you know? But it becomes like it's a big deal because he's supposed to be casting that with Harry's wand. Like,
Oh.
because he is under an invisibility cloak inside the box that Harry's in because his dad's there and like his mom has convinced him to like let him go out basically, and he steals Harry's wand like, and so he conjures that with his wand basically, so he starts this whole chain of events that way, but he's like imprisoned by his dad basically, and like a house elf is in charge of him, but the house elf is like dismissed because she didn't do her job by keeping him under wraps at the Quidditch World Cup. In I don't remember what movie it was, but it was obviously like a magical movie of some kind. That one of the actors in it, who is someone that does the magic, he's like, I always hate seeing movies where like the magician just like goes like this and like out comes the magic. He's like, so I intentionally did like weird things with my hands to like see how the CGI was gonna like put the magic around. Like,
I think that was Doctor Strange.
Was it Dr. Shake? Real quick rant here.
All right, what you got for me? Ooh, you get to do a rant.
I hate the Harry Potter movies.
Yes. Yes, they are ass.
Because the books are very, like, they have a lot more to them than the movies allow for, which is every book.
Yeah.
However, the magic element of the Harry Potter movies is especially disappointing because, like, the lessons and stuff in the books are, like, hysterical. And part of the lessons is, like, proper wand movement. You know? Like, you have to, like, each spell has, like, its own way
way
being
of
done, as opposed, like, not just the words, but, like, how the magic is brought, if you will. And, like, in the movies, you're just like, whoosh, 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 whoosh.
I remember
like sword.
I remember the most egregious one was the one where they have like a shootout in a fish and chips place. Do you remember that one where they like they like they throw over the table like it's Jeffy.
Jeffy's the boy, and he takes everything apart but doesn't put them back together.
Okay.
So like, he takes apart like the lawnmower, the blender, the vacuum cleaner, like, and there's just like parts all over the house. And so they send him to Mrs. Pigwiggle's farm, and she like lets him basically just do that because she like is like, eventually there'll be like a consequence of not knowing, like, of something being broken that he's broken, and then she like helps him fix it. But anyway, the problem is he broke something. He took apart her well pump, and so because of that, he had to walk down the path to go get the water for the animals, but it was like a path with like brambles and stuff, and he has to like trudge through. And then he has this brilliant idea to like use the wheelbarrow, but he forgets that he took apart the wheelbarrow, so he goes to like lift it up and it falls on his, like, it falls apart, and he kicks